Well, this is the living legend, Jimmy Cliff, with the Mightycrown.
Mightycrown, Virus Ruler.
Yo, this is Mightycrown, Virus Ruler.
はい、ということで、Mightycrown.com ご覧の皆さん、Mightycrown TV でございます。はい、インタビューシリーズでございます。しばらくはここからジャマイカ編を、続けていきたいと思いますけど、とりあえずですね、今ここ隣にいるのが伝説の、もう90年代を揺るがした伝説セレクターでございますね。ストーンラブのもうメインセレクターで、この世では知られてるんではないでしょうか。
All South massive, RTG massive Rima, same country town, I don't care where you come from, respect is true, same. Now in tune to Stone Love, and this happens to be the #1 lovers rock in Jamaica, see? Tune by you called Thriller You, and I want you to listen to this tune carefully, okay? But before we do so, Sister Marcia, your mother is outside, see? So you must go home now. And if you don't go, she'll go beat you one big piece of stick. She's outside right now. So Marcia, check the gate now. I warned you. Now here comes the #1 lovers rock in Jamaica today. See? You like Thriller You. The Wild Crew, listen.
Oh, no matter how far you live, well, out there, if it's even east, west, north, or south, you know Stone Love gone clear. I just want to kid to all girl picking at the place, and you know when Thriller You come, it is you. So come here! Easy Pampy do, but the general to the team of respect, easy weepo. Woo 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 woo.
Intro.
はい、ということで、We got RORY from STONE LOVE in the building. Respect on man.
konnichiwa.
はい、ということで、大ベテランにいろいろね、ちょっと今日も、短く太い素敵なインタビューをお送りしたいと思います。ということで、はい。Can I first of all know your background, where you're born?
Okay, I was born in England.
England.
In South London.
Okay.
And then I came to Jamaica 1977.
1977.
Very, very young. It's high. My history in London was that my mother was a nurse and she used to keep a lot of house parties every month. So back in those days in Jamaica, like in the 70s, it was mostly like John Holt, Scar and Rocksteady and stuff like that.
What age were you at that
I
time?
don't remember, I was very young. And then my sister took it over. And it was like Joe Gill's Rocker Skill. Bob Marley solo just came on top of the Wailers, the original Wailers. Big Youths, Burning Spear, and it was the Joe Gill era.
So you were a teenager? Like real small.
But the Jewish house parties like blues in London, it was like youth clubs and like house parties. So it's nice like playing with the systems to get that beat.
So that's in England?
It's in England, yeah.
So how this story come along with you getting involved with Stone Love?
There used to be a place just down the road called Bamboo Lounge. And them time it was like the disco area. Big city.
Yeah.
During that time now we couldn't afford the foreign records. You understand? It was very, very poor. So we used to couldn't afford a 12-inch then, so we used to mix the rockers in. You understand? And scratch the rockers in. Sort of bullshit, you know what we do. Experiment too. And then we had a clash with Stone Love. And the internet sound was like 2 speaker boxes on the turntable. Realistic mixing.
Is it like one turntable?
He had one, we had two. We had two, but they didn't match. They were like belt, you know the belt drive techniques then, but they were both different. And then we used to get like cut up the record jacket and make a mixing mat. You know, a piece of velvet. make our mixing mat. So it's like, and then the needles he used to like bend up, it was like shores, and he couldn't hit the mat. Before if I would slide off and hit the mat and it was bent up. So then we start using pickering, we were more stronger, so more stronger needle. So when that clash, we kicked Stone Love's ass, and he asked us to join in.
Oh, so you that's the time when you play different song, like
Yeah. So called Champagne.
it's Champagne.
Right.
Okay, so that's how you got like recruited.
Because like we just like we're gonna build that. It was like so it was like search music.
That's the time when Stone Love already like formed as a song, or
It was like
just
it was a two band with small like house party sound.
okay.
I mean like them time we never dreamed of having a big sound. Like it was like impossible. We would never dream of like a volcano or a mellow canary or stirograph. It was like a fantasy. It would be like a fantasy for us.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? We never dreamed that we'd reach that. So them time it was like rub it up sound and soul sound. Soul sound used to turntable. And the tune play right out and the mix the next tune. That was the fun. So you can imagine like a song was like play right out to the end. So it might sound boring now, but back in the day that was the shit. So from there now
when did you started selecting
Stone
on Stone Love?
Alright, this was like 80, I was high school, I was in high school like 82, 83, so it's like 83, 84, around that time. Start playing song. I don't know the exact year, I don't want to lie to you on camera, so I can't quote the year, but it's around them time, early 80s. I just went to high school, so around 16, 15 school.
So around high school you started selecting.
Yeah,
Stone
because I
Love.
was an intern, we want to be a DJ.
What made you say like you want to become like a selector?
Well, there's a song called Peacemaker. It was like the baddest song for the kids. The baddest song that the song was crazy. Like
In which area?
it was like
Everywhere.
It was like it was a soul song.
Okay.
I mean, like it was the wickedest sound for us as kids, you know. And they had like 3 tier mixers in one, and it was like a custom to the sound. It was like, but in that time, it was like the sweetest sound. The guy who plays a guy named Squeeze. He was the first DJ who I saw play to perfection. See what I mean?
Mix and talk to.
No, I mean, yeah. They really together. Them time was much talking. It was mostly like.
More like this, yeah.
But remember, the mixing was like start, finish, you know, like it was like you never be there to experience this thing. And basically speaking, when I say playing to perfection, that means you're playing a song the whole night and you don't get bored.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like it's just
Have a groove.
right show. Yeah, no, and that thing they're about no more. You know. That's like a thing like shoot they have about talking and pull up. I mean, I really did that sort of thing like back in the time. Yeah. So it was the first. I was old for us since like to play. We got play to perfection. So playing Stone Love now. We still again we have the material again to stop. We have a juggle reggae music. We want to juggle this right now. We couldn't juggle because we had play reggae. The night we played juggling was a song clash. We had a song clash with a song named Aries. It's like Maxwell Avenue, Kingston 13, Matt Lane, which part Barry Brown and Junior Biles come from. Same road. It was big song clash for the years. It was Aries versus Stone Love. And in that time, the biggest tune would have been Ring the Alarm from the song.
Okay.
So in those days. And,
What made you like say, yeah, I'm gonna take this as a career?
it wasn't a career.
It wasn't a career.
No. It was thief and wicked people. Career. They did the sound of the career every time. I tell them like if it's a Stirograph, Kilimanjaro, it was like career.
But like you alright, because to me like in the 90s, like when I first listened to Stone Love cassette, it was you on the mic, like, you know, watch your ride and all these. You set those trends.
I was getting to that. We interrupt.
Oh, okay.
I was getting there. You know?
Okay.
Just getting there, Sean. Just keep quiet and
Okay.
let's continue. So we had a sound clash in Kingston 30, every Stone. And in those days, you had like 15 hit songs reggae, and that was it. And in those days, you couldn't play back through. If you play back through, you're not good. You know, the sound not good.
Yeah.
You understand me? So we juggle them thing there. It was the first thing juggling. It was like constant. Verse, chorus, boom. Verse, chorus, boom. So it wasn't a thing it just happened. And then from that day, they called us the juggling song. You understand? So that's how juggling did it start. Kingston 30. And then that's how it started. So from there, so now, my voice now was the worst voice at the time. And it was like, one of these, how you do it? I had a sexy voice. My voice was like horrible. It was like horrible tone. So we invent my own style, like who's like it's like Frankie Paul talking and people like Anthony Johnson, that type of rawness, and bring it into that style. So we invent my style of talking, which we never know. Say everybody would want to copy it. Even to this day, people still copy it, but I never know that would have happened. Then again, as a career in selecting, we even know we used to play like 7 nights a week. We was the first juggling sound who could have a dance like Kilimanjaro and the rubber song with a bag of artists. We want to draw more crowd, paying dance 7 nights a week. You understand me? I'm gonna say right now, it wasn't, and there was no money. Like, I don't know who was making the money, but we weren't making no money. Trust me, but there was no money. So they're playing 7 nights a week.
Everybody don't like really pre-money, right? Like,
right, you don't pre-money.
It's just like you just want your music out there, you just want to play.
So if you're not pre-money, not pre-nothing, it's a box of Heineken and some pussy after dance. That's all you are pre, like, you're not pre no money. Like no, it's so nice for the kids to come eat a big food at a young age. There was no money. So then we went to Killer Side. They come at then Japanese start from Jamaica after ranking taxi. They come in Jamaica and they come for the Sunspot, and many Japanese start coming to Jamaica. It's like 1986, 87 or anything. And then Kira-san said, boy, they want this for God. I'm like 87 now, so it's like Kira-san sent for I, John Mouse and Red Dragon to do some show. But true reggae was so small in Japan them time. The venues were like 150 people and like this. Only Tokyo and Osaka and Kobe had a good audience before the earthquake in Kobe. And so we took the whole of Japan, like everywhere. Or some place we went to like 20 people. It was like a big thing for them to see some Jamaican play some reggae music. It was really funny. Came back, they went to London. So it was the first time I saw a juggling song was going to London too. Because then there was like our Toppy style, the big amplifier and the one. So when they saw the two turntable juggle down now, they was like they couldn't understand it. Then the next year we went there, all them were doing it. You understand me? So it was really funny to see that.
So you could feel that, right?
Yeah.
You bring and present like the juggling, the art of juggling.
Same thing with New York. I went to New York straight after that too. Same. But so now we in the 90s now.
Okay, yeah, well in the 90s, like I remember you start releasing some records now, right? Like I remember like you on a jacket, like in front of the sound system, and
I was
like, like that's so impressive. Like, what would you say like your anthem songs? Like you can tell me, say, yo, my son, like me, boss this song.
Well,
I mean we all know like.
Well, it's like say like Ice Hill. I made up like Ice Cream song.
Okay.
So Forever Young.
So that would be Johnny Osbourne and Shabba.
Yeah, we made that.
And
makes Forever Young.
Wayne Wonder. Buju. Yeah, Buju and Wayne Wonder definitely.
Like most of the albums that we did arranged tonight. We didn't play them. Because it knows that like they get like. You remember, like, we used to get paid like, I even know, I could go to Jammies with half of my pay and buy the Shabba Sanchez or Winnie Wonder, add my baby. Then they come in now and some from Bobby them pieces from the Tigger Bread, the big money. And then you have like the jug sounds and the chemical them in this thing, but they did the boat too. So like a man would check like Shabba and say, boy, we want a dub plate like Stone Love. I say, boy, me no want to do it. Boy, me give you 10 grand. I'm still not do it. I be give 20 grand. 20 grand? And I didn't do it. So then the price raised. When it used to be like a little monkey money for a dub plate, now the price has gone. All of a sudden it's gone like 200% increase. You understand what I say, bully boy? So that did start happening. So you want to the whole thing just changed, and then you couldn't take it off your pay and go to a dub plate like back in the day because the price raised up. The same as the king. So that's what also that.